Now we're in the Thames Challenge Cup, and I fear we're not able to bring you a contest now because very sadly in race 55 we have a withdrawal. The Sport Imperial Boat Club has reported an injury, so University Barge Club USA Philadelphia are just required to row over here. That is to complete the course, which means, Gwyn, that you and I have some talking to do.
I mean, the Thames Challenge Cup is one of the most sought-after events that we have at the regatta here. It's an eight-oared event, and the coxswain who's steering that boat, and you can see the bowman just here, just tapping his oars, getting his boat straight as they await for the umpire's decision to get them off. It's a club event, so the aim here is that we have clubs all over the world who will come together, bring their best crews to see whether or not they can win. And primarily, it's below anyone that's at international level. It's below any under-23 internationals. So it's a very special event. And you can see the bow person sticking his hand up there. He's just indicating to the umpire that they're not actually quite straight. And can they have a little bit of time to get straight? Hand down.
Seymour's hand is down, the adjustment is made. The cox, Andrew Kelly, appears content as well. It would be foolish to rush it and run into trouble, because only an accident can deny them a place in the semi-final here, University Barge Club.
I'm wondering whether or not the crew are going to use it as an opportunity to practice a start, do a bit of training. They're relaxing back now. There must be a delay down there at the start. Did you see them coming forward earlier and into the starting position?
This is a row
Oh, here they go.
Your opponents have withdrawn. University Barge Club, when I see that you are straight and ready, I will start you like this. Attention. Go. Get ready, please.
Under the orders of the umpire. Once more, Peter Seymour in the bow makes an adjustment.
Go.
Before allowing them away. University Barge Club with a row over then here in the Thames Challenge Cup. Sport Imperial Boat Club having withdrawn because of injury, so that the University Barge Club just have to complete the course here in order to line themselves up against Thames Rowing Club A in the semi-final. Thames having beaten Mulheim Ruhr by 2/3 of a length in the 6 minutes 43 this morning.
And you can see they've chosen not to do a flat-out start, and they've chosen not to race the first part of the race, which was something I was suggesting before. But interestingly enough, again, they're still trying to get a good rhythm out of that boat. They're still trying to make sure that they row well together. But again, they're conserving their energy. I'd estimate that they're probably running at about 60%, 50% of power as they come down.
What do you think would have been their reaction to the realisation that they didn't have opponents? On the one hand, they came here to compete. Their competitive juices were flowing. They were ready for a race. So there might be the danger of some sort of anticlimax. This isn't what Friday was meant to be about. On the other hand, they're sure of being here on Saturday.
Absolutely. The big thing for them is to be a massive sense of relief, because they've been nervous and up for the race. But at the same time, their competitors will be out there racing, and they won't be lodging a time. So they'll see their competitors' time, and will that play on their confidence?
I wonder too whether, in terms of energy conservation, this can be a factor for them tomorrow. Will they have that much more fuel available?
Absolutely. It depends to many extent how fit they are as a crew. If they're incredibly fit, they'd probably very easily be able to do a series of races every day. If they're not quite at their peak fitness, they'll start to fatigue as they come over the few days. But you know, this is a really sought after, highly competitive event at the regatta, and to have a light day is a real advantage.
Is this an exercise that they will have gone through 100 times before on the Schuylkill River, Philadelphia? University Barge Club do the majority of their training, competing and preparation. They have raced properly on each of the first 2 days at Henley. On Wednesday they won, inverted commas, easily against Vesta Rowing Club in a time of 7 minutes. They had to hurry things up a little yesterday, beating Molesey Boat Club by 2 3/4 lengths in a time of 6 minutes 38. But they're going easy on the gas again today in the absence of an immediate opponent. Shame that we couldn't see them up against Sport Imperial, because they've recorded a couple of quickish times. They beat the London Rowing Club yesterday in a time of 6:34, which was within a second of the quickest time over the first 2 days. And I think this was set actually to be a really competitive race.
Yeah, if you look at it on paper from the times that they'd posted yesterday, we would have had a great race. But anyway, the men in the boat now, they'll be able to soak up the atmosphere. Henley is one of the most uniquest places in the world to row. People used to ask me what was it like, and I'd say what it'd be like rowing through somebody's barbecue, followed by somebody else's garden party, followed by somebody else's cocktail reception, and at the same time taking your body to the very limits and achieving your career ambitions. The level of concentration to avoid all the noise around you is pretty important, especially when you're trying to deliver a result. These guys here, they're rowing over. I can guarantee you they will be enjoying this. They will be listening out for all those sounds that we can hear and all the smells of the barbecues.
Yeah, that is a lovely luxury for them. Because I was going to pull you up on that. I can't believe that someone who rode to the level that you have was really aware of the barbecue and the garden party, or are you confessing to a weakness here in terms of concentration?
I've raced many times here, and quite often I would be drawing. Some races would be easier than harder, and I know that at stages in the races when I was clearly comfortable in front, I might have occasionally let a few, look around and appreciate the absolute unique and honour to be racing down a course that some of the best rowers in the world have raced down for the last 176 years. They are paddling in the puddles of champions that have gone before them.
Beautifully put, and I'm sure recognised too, I hope, appreciated by Andrew Kelly in the cock seat there, Cornelius McPeak, James Pardo, John Liperos, Sansom Sota, Logan Smith, John Piper, Martin Shart and Peter Seymour, who have the luxuriant privilege of this special stretch of the River Thames to themselves, and are now at the point of it where they can really enjoy their solo performance in front of the packed and appreciative stands here.
So they've just passed the 500 metres to the finish, so they've got about 2.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes of time on the course, and I'm wondering whether we'll see any of them glance up at the stands as they go past. There's very few rowers that have ever had the luxury to do it, so let's keep our eyes down and see whether they soak up that atmosphere.
Whether they'll pick out friends and parents, or perhaps meanly their cocks will put them through some sort of a finishing exercise. It's an opportunity to rehearse if that is what they choose to do.
They've decided they're very disciplined in their back. Look at their eyes, concentrating very hard here. And, they're demonstrating how to row as they come down in front of the crowds.
Power to their respective elbow. That is proper rowing professionalism. They're going to do the job neatly, tidily, impeccably. Without competition, but not without care. Flying the flag for the University Barge Club for the United States of America, and doing so in the absence of an opponent with marked dignity. Not a smirk or a smile or a look up into the stands, but a concentration on the oar and attention to the stroke, an application to the job in hand.
And you can see they've actually just decided to put a little bit more work in the water as they come through. Great work, gentlemen. Great work.